Alright, this is my first video. I kickstarted Village Attacks and it arrived today. It is the 13th of September 2018 and I'm going to show what's inside the box. So everything that showed up, this is really just the standard Kickstarter. I didn't really get anything extra. I didn't apply for all the other things that you could have gotten with the game. So I'm just going to show you, like, if you kickstarted it, this is what you get. And these are the things inside. So get the main game. There's a box of exclusives. There's these really cool dice. There's a box for traps. It's plastic pieces of the traps, which you're going to open up. Wrath and Ruin, the Troll, Despair and Aberrance, Rage and Avarice. So it's going to be really neat to see what's inside these things. I'm going to hand over the camera to my daughter and we'll unbox these things. And here we go. So, really nice box, as you can see. Beautiful artwork.
Ooh.
We've got the Headless Horseman over here on the side. Actually on all the sides. And then on the back, it kind of shows like the stuff that you're going to get in there and a little description. So let's open this bad boy up. There's the main game. Pretty neat. We'll pop that open. And it is beautifully laid out, as you can see. It's got the rule book, version 1.1. You can see it's got different adventures. It's got, of course, all the rules, which there are quite a few, and examples, which is always helpful if you're going to be playing one of these games, because how are you going to play if you don't know what to do? And some really great artwork. They did a fantastic job with this. I'd say the paper quality is just great. They lay out the different pieces that you're going to get, which is great, because you want to know what you're going to get inside the box and how much of each thing.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool. The monster dashboard, that's just really neat. I really like that. So anyways, there's the rules. They encased all the pieces, all the plastic guys with this little plastic thing. Alright, and as you can see, there's just a ton of minis with this. You have your villagers, and you have your main baddies, let's see, that you can be. So this is, I don't know, the white or something, I'm not quite sure. I have to look at the rules, to be honest. But you got the people with the torch, you got all the villagers that are coming to kill you when you are the vampire or whoever it is that you end up being. Here's the Headless Horseman, beautiful model, and the plastic is very durable. You can tell they did a really great job with making a high quality figure. It's going to be great to paint. And the whip, actually, it kind of comes off from the body, so if you are going to paint these guys, you'll actually have some room to move around and get through it. So that's kind of cool. Here's the baddie from the rule book. He does unfortunately have a droopy staff. That does happen, so I'm probably gonna have to use some hot water and bend that staff back. But ultimately, though, that's a really nice sculpt. I think they did a great job again with this. They have the vampire, of course. You can't have this game without a vampire. And of course, you also need a succubus, because why not?
You would always need a
really nice sculpt again. Greatly detailed. The wings are nice. She's got a tail, of course, and yeah, just nice. Really nice. Everything is set up in here nicely and well organized. I think it'll be pretty easy to put these things back after you've used them. It's kind of nice to see that even with the transportation and everything, With transportation, it came out really nicely. Here's a pretty cool one. It's the guy with an axe and a gun. Very well detailed. Pretty awesome. Very happy with that. Very nice bag for all your tokens or whatever. Again, I haven't read the rules yet, so I don't know exactly what the bag is going to be for, but it is nice quality.
Oh, wow.
It's got a string on the top, so you can keep all your stuff. Even if you don't use it for this, you could use it maybe for some other game. So that's pretty cool. Okay. Number of rings. You're going to need that to keep track of which one are your guys and stuff like that. Map tiles. Nice, good, sturdy cardboard.
Wow.
And they're double-sided.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really nice. So you have a lot of replayability with those.
Oops.
Let's see, what else we got? We got some beautiful custom dice.
Yay, that's beautiful.
And these are embossed. So they're not stickers. These are ones that actually they've been pressed into the dice.
Wow.
So that's pretty cool. I really like this design. I don't know why, but this one just looks really cool to me. Maybe because it's kind of like hypnotizing or something.
Oh, wow.
So that's pretty cool. There's these two special dice. One is this clear, and then another, I guess it's like a monster attack. It might be for the troll. I'm not sure. Again, I haven't read the rules, so I don't know. This awesome metal coin.
Oh,
That
wow.
is just really neat. It's almost like a challenge coin that you might see like government people have, or military people. Not as big, but it's pretty close. I guess it's kind of like a poker chip that you might see it. Awesome dashboards. The base game comes with 4 of the dashboards. One for the Banshee. It's really nice. And you have the different upgrades that you can get for her as you play the game. Again, there's the Succubus.
Okay.
There's your Vampire Lord, who's cursed. And of course you have the Lich. And who doesn't like the Lich? That is just awesome. Let's see. You also have some dials that I'm going to have to put together for the game. Oh, and there's the Headless Horseman. So that's really cool. What else? A number of more tiles and some punch-out boards that we're going to have to put together and take things out.
Gosh.
This is kind of neat. They have cards for the different villagers as they come in to attack.
Wow.
And that way, I imagine you have a good sense as to what they can do, and sort of a cheat sheet for what their stats are going to be as they come in and start attacking. And these are those upgrades that you're going to get as you play the game when you are the monster. These are the things that you're going to want to start equipping as you gain experience. So, really neat. Some great boards. Some nice pieces here. The other thing, have some really cool cards. Oops. Let's put those right side up. I imagine these are going to be like the villagers as they come out. You'll probably be pulling cards to see what kind of villager comes out. And of course you have the traps, which we're going to get to in a second here. So let's go through some of the extra boxes and the extra things that came with the Kickstarter here. I think we'll start with the traps. Why not? So here's the traps box. Keep this steady. There we go. I'm going to turn it over. It shows you what's going to come in the traps box. Okay. And we'll just open that up. Oops. Cut that a little bit.
Surprise! Traps.
So here comes the traps. Let's see how these guys turn out. And these are really quite nice. You can see the different types of traps, like, well, I guess that's a treasure. This is like a dragon head, I guess. It's really kind of cool. This, of course, is the mimic. Every good game has to have a mimic, I guess, if you're going to do dungeon crawl type stuff. This isn't really a dungeon crawl, but it is kind of nice to have something like that. I'm guessing this is a chandelier that drops on their head, drops on the head of the villagers and kills them.
Oh, God.
So that's pretty cool. I don't know what this is. Oh, it's a big old giant ball, just like in Indiana Jones. As it comes flying down, it just destroys everything in its path. So that's really cool. We got the spiky trap. I'm not sure how this works. That's kind of weird.
I think I know how it works, Daddy.
Anyways, this is a spike trap of some sort. I have to see how that one's supposed to work. It looks like there's two things stuck together or something. Maybe it's supposed to sandwich people together or something. And you have like log. Things are like ram you, I guess. Ram the bad guys.
Yep.
And then, of course, another spike trap. So these are really nice 3D versions of the cards that you're going to get to simulate the traps that you can set out for the villagers. Next, we'll look at Wrath and Ruin. Wrath and Ruin brings in the Leshy, which is an ancient denizen of the forest, and the Glaistig, a water spirit, as well as the Pathfinder and the Jailer, who are other guys that are going to gonna try to kill you. So let's see how these guys look. I suspect these are gonna come with some extra cards and stuff. Can you hold that? Keep it steady. Wow, so this is really nice. You can see the different types of creatures in here. That's a really cool model. Again, a little bit with the droopiness, but that will happen with some of these games. But all it takes is a little bit of heat. We can get those taken care of. So we can get that a better shot of that. There. That's a little better. You can see that. Really nice sculpt.
Oh, wow.
This one's really cool. It's kind of a woodland creature. But I think the one that stands out is maybe this guy. Again, yeah, we'll fix that axe, but that's okay. He looks pretty cool. And this guy. That's going to be interesting to see what happens when he comes out. He tries to kill you. Again, we have some of the rings, and underneath this, we have the extra boards that come with of course, the Jailer, and then the Pathfinder, and of course your upgrades for the bad guys. For your Glaistig, the water spirit sort of creature, and the Leshy. And really all this is going to do, and what these extra things are going to do for the game, is just give you more variety. If you don't want to be the Headless Horseman, you don't have to be. You can be the Leshy, or you can be something else. If you don't want to be the vampire. Alright, let's get rid of that. Okay, let's do
the trolling traps.
Let's do Rage and Avarice. Keep it steady, okay? Hold on. Alright, let's look at the back. Rage and Avarice has... These are people from the Americas, as opposed to sort of the European stuff. So this is going to have your your American Indians and some of the more North American folklore. Alright. So here you have your Indian type people. The Native Americans, which is really just a nice sculpt. Nice axes and stuff. Of course the headgear is really cool. And that's just really cool. The poses are great. They're very action oriented. And then, I mean, I don't know, I've never heard of this creature, what it's supposed to represent, but, and then this one. So that's really nice. Again, more of the rings. And we have the cards. So you have the Spirit Tracker and the Wind Dancer and the Baycock, which is a demon of some sort. And you have the Wendigo. Wendigo I've heard of, both from the comics and just from mythology. It's a rather interesting way that they represented the Wendigo. Based on what I know of the Wendigo, it's someone, if you're in Canada or somewhere in North America and I guess if you got really hungry and you ate human flesh, then you would turn into a Wendigo. At least that's what I heard. Whether that's true or not, I have no idea. Whether if that's the real story behind it is what I should say. Okay, the last sort of expansion thing that I got, and then there's a couple other things, is Despair and Aberrance. This kind of has one of my favorite old-time mythos people in it, and that is Baba Yaga. Which most people know is that woman, the Russian sort of folklore. She's a witch who rides in a mortar and pestle.
Yeah, she does?
Mm-hmm. And so here she is.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'll probably have to fix that, that club of her or the pestle that she has. But I just think that that's pretty awesome that they included Baba Yaga because she is really fun. It's gonna be interesting to see how she plays out. This includes a mage that is able to open up portals in the castle as you're trying to defend the heart of the castle. So that can be very dangerous because if he's teleporting people around, then they're going to get behind you and get to the heart and then start destroying you, and that's no good.
Yep.
You have this really crazy creature. Again, it's one of those things that I never heard of or seen before. Although the Wendigo I didn't really recognize, but let's see what this name of that guy is. And of course you have sort of like a fisherman, or I'm not quite sure what he is. Yeah, it looks like a fisherman of sorts. Again, the sculpts are just really well done. Nothing really to complain about with those. Again, the cards, good cardstock. Designs are beautiful. Portal Mage. Of course, you have your upgrades for the monsters and the fisherman. Yeah, and that's pretty awesome. It's got a squid or an octopus there on the side. I think it's even on the model, so that's gonna be really fun to paint when we get there. So yeah, so this is some sort of Eastern European, I'm gonna say, type of monster. Vadyanov or Vadyanoi. This one I don't really know much about. But he's pretty creepy looking, and Baba Yaga, the artwork is just fantastic on that. And who doesn't like Baba Yaga? She's awesome. She's just awesome. I mean, now unfortunately it does not come with her house with the chicken legs, but you can't have everything, obviously.
Chicken legs.
It's still pretty cool. Okay, one of the big things from the Kickstarter was, of course, the troll. So we're going to open up this. This should just be the one model. It's I suspect it's going to be rather large. Let's see. Here, Isabella, if you hold this,
Got
please,
it.
and keep it steady. Okay.
Got it.
I'll open this up.
Oh wow, this has been on for 20 minutes.
Yeah, it has.
Oh wow. It was late. The time was
This
late.
one's lighter.
You've opened up like so many packages.
Yeah, this came with a lot of stuff.
He's open.
And
4
this
packages.
just has one giant
creature.
troll. I'm gonna guess that the card that goes with this is probably in the main box because there's no cards or anything else in this. But it is a massive model and it is pretty awesome. I don't know how well it looks on the video if you're watching this, but I can tell you that it's a nice big heavy model and it's gonna be really fun to both paint and get on the board. So that's really cool. Last thing are the Kickstarter exclusives. I'll be honest, I don't know what's in the box because it doesn't actually even say.
Yeah.
And I don't remember from the Kickstarter itself. So let's see what's in it.
Oh my gosh.
The Kickstarter exclusives are these two guys. Oh, that's right. Yeah. So one was the good version of the Grim Lord, which is where he's actually alive and not dead. And then you have the opposite of him, which is the Revenant, which, if you know anything about Revenants and D&D and all that, it's like when you kill the guy, he comes back from dead and hunts you down to kill you. Models, here's the Revenant. He's pretty nice. That sword of his is pretty amazing. Although, I have to say, it looks like it's going to be, yeah, it'll be on the floor. It'll be touching the table. It'll be touching the table when you put him on there, but he looks really nice. And then here is the Grim Lord himself in the not dead version. And he's pretty cool. He's got that eagle or some sort of bird, maybe a hawk with him. Of course, that's the sword again. Awesome. More dice. Kickstarter exclusive dice. I'm not going to open those up just because I don't think they are necessary. But more of the same stuff. Looks great. Game can always use more dice. So, hope you enjoyed this. This was quite a lot of stuff, and that's just the base game. So, if you didn't get it on the Kickstarter, hopefully you can find this if this is something that you want to play, and maybe later I'll post a video of how to play the game. I'm gonna try learning it this weekend, so we'll see. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.